Hey, I'm Jenny. Today I have a reading for you from my favorite Kyle Gray deck, Angels and Ancestors. We'll be doing a reading from Angels and Ancestors to start us off. I'm just going to pull cards and just see what messages you get. Remember, whenever this reading is coming to you, whenever you're watching it, it's meant for you at that time, right? You don't have to worry about, like, is this really for me? They're universal messages. I know they'll fit for you. So first card is winter. This is coming out in real time in the winter, but it's whenever you are actually learning and watching this. We have a wolf and we have take care of your needs. This is definitely saying that it's time for you to go inward, to take care of yourself, to practice self-care. The wolves, when they are in their packs, the alpha takes care of themselves. They worry about their pack and take care of their pack, but they eat first. They take care of their own needs first before they take care of others. So it's time for you to do that. That's your self-care. You need to take care of yourself before you worry about other people's needs. And that'll help you get through whatever winter it is you're in. If it's a real winter or like a dark night of your soul, a winter of your soul. Protection Guardian, drop your shields. So as we go through life, we build up walls, metaphorical walls around our hearts. Every time we get hurt, we build up a wall and we end up shielding ourselves from letting God in, letting trust in, surrendering to our angels and guides, surrendering to what is. And it's time to drop your shields. It's time to open your heart. It's time to trust yourself, trust your intuition. It's time for you to go out there with confidence and let people into your life. We got two cards. Snake, shed old skin. So it's time for you to step into the new best version of yourself. We are constantly in a rebirth cycle. We are constantly evolving. We are constantly changing. And some of us sometimes feel afraid to do that. But it's time for you to do that, to step into the new version of yourself. And don't worry what somebody says to you. If someone says, oh, you've changed, or that's not right, you used to be this way, why are you changing? You have every right to change. It is your birthright to evolve and to change. And it's their problem if they're not changing with you, okay? You shed that skin. Druid, hold the space. So the Druids were an ancient spiritual people that worked with the forests and the trees. They were pagans. They understood tree medicine and tree wisdom. They held the space. They worked with the land. It's time for you to do that, to get out there, to get into nature, and to hold your own space. Put up boundaries. It's not shields. We're dropping the shields because the shields don't keep us from, they hurt us. They don't let us let love in. That's different, right? We're going to drop the shields, be open to love and to the right people. But at the same time, we're going to let people know how to treat us. And that's boundaries, right? Not just being walked over. We're going to let people know how to treat us through our actions and our words. I think we're going to do two more. The Sun. Enjoy success and happiness. So I'm hoping this finds you at a time where you can reflect and enjoy the success and happiness you do have. You have it. Everybody has it. You just have to look at it at the right way, be grateful for it, and enjoy it. You've come a long way on your journey. And our last card, Direction Guardian. Choose your path. So this is the turning point for you, and it's time for you to pick a way. Which way do you want to go? Where do you want to go on your path? What do you want to learn? Who do you want to be a year from now? It's time for you to decide that and reflect on that. And then we have, an angel. Well, this is from the tarot cards. An angel, an eagle, a lion, and an ox, right? All symbols of spirituality and strength, right? So it's time to stand strong and choose your path. Angels and Ancestors is written by Kyle Gray, and the art is by Lily Moses. And I think it's Kyle Gray's best deck. It's funny because in Angel Team, he doesn't recommend you using it. And that's Angel Team level 1, and I think it's because it's based on the tarot, and so for a lot of people it's a little more complicated than like Angel Purse. Like I said, Angel Purse is really like the best deck to begin with, And so it's funny that he says that, because I bought Keeper of the Light first, and I only bought Angel Prayers because we use it in the courses. But I do like the Archangels from that deck. And this one I wanted. Like this, I just think is the most beautiful deck. And what it's based off of is a little bit of tarot and also a little bit of runes. And kind of he had like dreams. I think he said he had a dream in one of his books about these symbols, like the drum and the broken arrow. And so there's different, these are almost kind of like minor arcana cards, mountains, right? So you have these cards, and then you have people like shaman and warrior. You have hunter. A lot of the people are based off of ancient spiritual people, gods or goddesses, and then the guardians are all angels, and they're kind of like a different version of archangels, like a new take on them. And you have guardian angel in here, and then you have a few animals like spirit fox and stag, and then you have people again like the traveler, like I said, different guardians. And so the only thing I don't like about this deck, oh, and you have seasons as well, such as autumn. The only thing I don't like about this deck is the way the book was done. It's written as in sections, and the cards are not numbered. And so within the sections, you have to look. So I had put bookmarks in there, but I'll be honest with you, I don't think you really need the book. I didn't even bring it out here to show you. I never use it. I think these cards are extremely intuitive, especially if you come from a tarot background or you've ever worked with runes. But really, they're just rich in symbolism and easy to understand. So Hunter, track down your fears and desires, right? You could spend a long time just studying the beautiful artwork and seeing, you know, the writing on his body, and he has a bow and arrow, he has horns, 2 sets of horns, he has a skull necklace. Like, there's so much going on. And I also really love like the gold leaf look at the bottom. I just think they're beautiful cards. They are not shiny like his other decks, so you can't really mix them. They're waxy, and I just feel like they look luxurious. Like, I use these are my go-to cards for reading. And people who have never had a reading before will often talk about how beautiful the cards are. People always want to know what deck this is when I post them. Like, they are just stunning, and they're extremely accurate because he's built in different layers. It's not all just one note. It's a very complex deck, and so I feel like you get the best readings. They really are my go-to. And I also love all the animals. I'm an animal person. I understand animals, and I like spirit animals, and so for me, having all the animals, it gives me like another layer when giving a reading to someone to talk about the animal meaning. And I love that. And I feel like that's really important. And there's a lot of sacred geometry in these decks. A lot of the backgrounds of the cards are the flower of life. I love the back, the symbol with the owl. I just think they're, I would say, close to like a masterpiece. I feel this is his best deck and my prettiest, most artistic deck. All my artist friends are always interested in it. So I think if you felt drawn to it, you should definitely try it. Don't be intimidated that it's more than 44 cards. Don't be intimidated it's based on the tarot. I really don't even think you ever will need the book. You can use it once to bless the cards and learn a few of the readings, but after that, I mean, it's just so intuitive. Fire Guardian, ignite your passions. It's pretty easy to understand, like using the key phrases and using the symbols and just using your own intuition. You could definitely understand that. So I highly, highly recommend this deck.